My wife often kids, you can take Keith out of Dalton, but you can't take Dalton out of Keith. So to this day, I still consider Dalton and this community a big part of who I am. I was very fortunate and eventually good enough to make and play for some really talented teams growing up in Pittsfield. I played shortstop for the Pittsfield North Little League, won the state championship in 1986. And I played for a CYC travel team between 5th and 8th grade. I think we were undefeated those years. The guys on those teams are still some of my best friends, and Dalton was one of our biggest rivals. All we talked about was how we should try to stay together in high school and continue to dominate. So, just before freshman year, when my parents informed me that we were moving to Dalton, you can imagine how I felt. I actually think I might be the first Jewish kid that ever asked for an application at St. Joseph's. After the move, a couple of days of sulking in my house, my dad forced me outside and said, "You should head over to the youth center." When I got there were plenty of kids around having fun, playing bumper pool, arcade games. And as I walked a little further into the gym, I picked up a ball and I started shooting around. A few minutes later, this pale, freckled, skinny kid who had been behind the desk walks over to me and says, "Hey, you're that kid from Pittsfield," and started rebounding for me. I shot and he'd rebound and pass the ball back to me, and we talked for what felt like an hour. That kid was Brendan Ronayne. He was the first one to make me feel like things were gonna be all right. And he was my first introduction, besides my family, to what makes this town and its people so damn special.